Am I the asshole for taking my newborn son and going to my mom's house because my husband and his mom didn't save me any food for dinner? I, female 32, gave birth to my son 5 weeks ago. My husband's mom has been camping in the living room ever since and inviting people over, making a mess in the house, etc. I say nothing because if I open my mouth, my husband would start scolding me saying his mom is there to help and I should be grateful. What I did was ignore her and focus on my son. I handle feeding, diaper change, cleaning, wiping. I only get a few hours sleep, so my husband's mom isn't really helping with the baby, but I thought to myself, well, at least she cooks for us. Last night, I was in the bedroom breastfeeding my son. I knew I was late for dinner, but I thought that my husband and his mom saved a plate for me. Once I got done with my son, I walked out of the room and saw my husband and his mom sitting watching TV. I asked about dinner and my husband said it was probably on the stove. As I was walking towards the kitchen, his mom loudly said that she didn't save me any food. I was absolutely shocked and I asked her why, and she simply said, "Well, we didn't see you at the dinner table, so I thought you weren't hungry." I lost it and yelled that I was feeding my son. Of course I was hungry. I was actually starving. She shrugged her shoulders and said it wasn't her fault that I didn't show up for dinner, but she knew damn well that I was with my son and hadn't eaten a thing in hours. My husband asked me to not raise my voice at his mom, but I told him that he saw what happened and didn't think about me being hungry and needing food. He lashed out asking what the fuck I wanted him to do, and I said, I don't know, maybe save some food for me? She defended him, saying it was selfish of me to basically berate him for eating his dinner after working long hours at the department. An argument ensued. I went inside the bedroom, packed a small bag for me and my son, called my brother to come take me to my mom's house, and my husband blew up at me as I was making my way out. We argued at the door, and he told me that what I was doing was uncalled for and childish. I told him I couldn't take his mom anymore. He said I should be ashamed of myself for talking about her like that after she literally put her life on pause so she could help me out. My brother came and I got in the car and left. He picked some food for me on the way, and I ate like a hungry bear. My husband never stopped calling though. In his last text, he called me nuts and demanded I return today, but I said that I miss my mom, that I like it here in her clean home with her healthy food and would like to stay for a while. He lost it and got his family involved, accusing me of keeping his son away from him and punishing him over food. This edit is massive, so strap yourselves in, kids. Edit. Okay. To those who are saying that I'm keeping my husband away from his son, I promise you that he has full access to him but chooses not to come over, simply because he hates my mom and refuses to be with her in the same room. How long am I going to stay here? There's no telling, but at least I'm being pampered and treated like a princess by my mom, dad, brothers. Heck, I couldn't get this treatment in my own home. As for my husband, he can come over to my mom's house if he wants to see his son so badly, but I doubt he'll do it since he's a very prideful person and this might hurt his ego. One more question to answer because a lot of people ask me to clarify. Yes, department equals police department. He's a police officer. I'm sorry if you got confused, but I thought it was clear. Edit. Okay. I felt sorry for him and decided to send him a couple of pictures that I took of our son sleeping. And what was his response? A long wall of text berating me left and right and claiming that I was rubbing it in his face that he can't come see his son because of you know what. He called me the B word, which he never did till now, and I'm shaken and so mad right now because I really thought I was doing something nice and considerate after having sympathy for him. I've decided to get the rest of my stuff tomorrow because I need more time and space to be able to think about what he's done and said. I feel terrible right now, but at least I got dinner for tonight, unlike when I was at my own home when his mom first came. Edit. Oh my God. I can't even find a place to start with this. So he just sent me a picture of him and his mom cooking dinner in the kitchen. It's nearly 7 p.m. here, saying that he was repaying me for the pictures I sent earlier and that they were making dinner and they were not including me for real this time. Oh my God, I'm literally laughing like, seriously, what is this? I'm truly speechless. I haven't responded to this yet and I don't think I will because I'm so angry right now and may just regret the words I say to him. I'm going to put the phone on silent or something for now because I don't want them to ruin yet another night. But tomorrow I'm going to collect more of mine and son's stuff so I could stay longer at my mom's house. Thank God I went anonymous with this, and I might update later if anything new happens. Good night. Edit. God, I can't believe I'm back on here. But he just sent me a text saying he's only willing to come over if I could get mom out of the house tomorrow. Like literally her to leave her own house. He said it's just for 2 hours so he could see his son and also talk. He doesn't even know I'm coming over tomorrow to pick up more stuff for me and the baby. I'm freaking out. Like absolutely no, not happening. I wouldn't dream of telling mom to leave her own house. That's crazy out of line request. I'm not sure whether to respond or what I should say to him, but I'll try to get some sleep and then see how it goes in the morning. I'm too tired to do anything, but I just wanted to put this here for those who read my thread. I'll let you know what happens tomorrow. Holy balls. How does this same story just repeat itself in different forms over and over and over again? Husband's mom is pulling strings, and in this case, causing all kinds of shit. And while I'd like to say that I can see a solution path here in these situations where the mother-in-law is controlling the son so heavily, and now you're into this kind of situation, it's highly unlikely that this ends well. Husband would have to be willing to, number one, recognize that his mother is controlling him, recognize that his wife and his child need to be his priority now, not his mom, and learn to communicate and actually talk through things. The only person that he's defended throughout this entire scenario is his mother. He's never defended you, never defended your child, only defended his mother. And himself, obviously, at this point is already messy and it's already heading in a bad direction. So the more structure you have right now, the better. You can go ahead and set up some kind of visitation so that it's scheduled out so that he can't say that you're withholding your son from him. And for now, every exchange that you have probably should be documented, if nothing else by written notes with a summary of what happened. Because mom is going to take this in a really twisty direction and start trying to use something that you say or do when he comes to confront you against you. The direction that this is heading right now leads to that kind of scenario. Prepare and protect yourself. Try to find a solution path, but above all, prepare and protect yourself. Now, long term, I can tell you that hubby breaking the chains of mother-in-law and learning to communicate with you and not getting in this kind of situation where you guys just are at a stalemate would take a whole lot of work on his part. You would no doubt have a lot of work to do as well, because you two sounds like need to learn to communicate with each other better. But failing that, your child is going to be happier if you are happier. And that goes for both of you. You will be a better role model for happiness if you're happy, even if that means being alone or at least not being with the other parent. I hope you guys work things out. I do. I can't see that path, but I'm rooting for you.